I'm Kodak. I'm too good to get my CDL. Bruh, bruh, put your pride I put my pride to the side and started a restaurant, fam. Everybody can't start restaurants. Everybody ain't good with, he not good with customer service. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have customer service for restaurants, bruh. Smoke crack, bruh.
What's your favorite fast food?
Jack in a Box.
Hell yeah. What's your go-to from there?
Just Jack in a Box.
Oh shit.
Jack in a Box. Jack in a Box? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like how it sounds.
Yep.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.
What's happening? We need a reset TV. I am gravitating away, and yes, man, got another drop. So this one is Jackboy trolling Kodak and Akademiks speaking on it, man. Y'all know all that Mellow Rack situation with him and YB. Her and YB dropping a couple of videos. If y'all don't know, Mellow Racks used to be with Kodak, and I have to add this to the equation. She basically was damn near with everybody in the industry. I don't think Kodak Black, was in love with her, but I just think it's about like, you fucking with my ops, so I don't fuck with you. To Kodak's credit, he only really said one thing about it, and yes, it was very incoherent, man. And that's the only thing that I got negative to say about Yak, man. He's just lately, for a while now, let's keep it a buck. For a while, he's just been incoherent. I'm gonna give y'all my takes on this entire matter, but let me go ahead and drop this Jackboy portion, basically trolling Kodak currently in terms of the state of his hip-hop brand and his name in general. And before I do that, man, y'all go ahead and Spike Lee this joint. Do the right thing and like, share, comment on the video, subscribe, do what y'all gotta do to help your boy out, man. I need y'all to help me crack to or through this algorithm. But without further ado, let's start this video.
You make 17, 18 bands a month, but nigga feel like, I was a rapper, I'm Kodak, I'm too good to get my CDL. Bruh, put your pride I put my pride to the side and started a restaurant, man. Everybody can't start restaurants. Everybody ain't good with, he not good with customer service. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have customer service for restaurants, bruh. Smoke crack, bruh. Bruh, so go grab your CDLs. That shit, driving, boy, that boy be driving for 4 days, boy. That boy never go to sleep, boy. That boy be driving for 4 days, on God. You better go get your CDLs on a nigga like me. Gonna wind up signing your ass, boy. Nigga, alright, boy, you see how Jay-Z signed us, boy? Let me say all that shit with a nigga like me. Alright. You be like, fuck, bitch. You made 17, 18. He said Mello went crazy. Mello ass went dumb. He said nigga better get their CDLs. Nigga better get their CDLs, boy. One thing about me, when that music shit got hard for me, fam, I bowed out the way. I ate. Let me go get the restaurant. Let me go cop in 5 pieces on my own. Plug don't throw me shit. I be kicked back in my zone, nigga. I trap with my bitch. I got out y'all way. So when shit go getting tough, go get your CDLs, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you mad at niggas. You wanna fight. Now you wanna tussle with niggas. Go get your CDLs, man. He said Mello ain't crazy.
Again, man, like, I kind of know where Jackboy is coming from, and it's not like I'm special or anything. Those of y'all that's tapped in, I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way when I say, Jackboy, I see the hurt, man. All that laugh, and I got some comments to say about this, but I really want to say it in the end. I thought DJ Akademiks' take on Jackboy trolling Kodak, like Kodak's a peon or nobody, I thought it was kind of whack and lame. I know they got personal issues, but just what Jack was saying didn't hit anything, man. It missed the bar, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And let's go ahead and listen to Ak.
Okay, so here's the thing, and honestly, Jackboy, I don't know where your relationship went bad with Kodak, but I got to remind you and anybody else to whom it may concern, Kodak might be a crackhead. I'm not saying he is, but let's assume he is. If Kodak is a crackhead, if Kodak got one eye, one foot, if he could barely speak, Kodak Black is a legend. He will never have to get a CDL. He'll always be able to command upwards of at least 50 to 60,000, which, by the way, his rate, from what I've heard, is over 150 to 200,000 right now if you want to get him for a festival. But the point blank period conversation is that Kodak Black is not you, Jackboy. Jackboy, with all due respect, I like you. I think your career, you've had motion and movements at time, but there's a very big difference between you and Kodak Black. Kodak Black is a hit maker, one of the legends. He could stop making music right now. He could never get another hit. He is a legend. He could perform off of that for the rest of his life. He will never have to go drive a truck. He don't got to start no restaurant. He could have a bad gambling habit. He could have, again, these are things I don't want him to have, but we have to point out the difference. This idea that maybe you think that he's not, maybe mentally not going through the greatest of time, or maybe you think he's strung out on drugs. Just be very clear. Kodak Black is a legend. And at the end of the day, he'll always be fine because there'll always be Rolling Loud to book him. There's always will be fans that want to hear him, even perform old songs from 2017. And unfortunately, that's just not the case with, for example, you. Again, it's all good to make fun of him for his lack of sobriety, because I ain't gonna lie, I am concerned about him and his drug use. But to try to make his career sound like he needs to go get a job, we're not talking about the likes of some of these other guys, all right? And so I can't even tell who comes to mind. But Kodak Black is not in that boat. He's gonna be rich forever, literally and figuratively. And he's gonna be fine. So again, while I do hope he gets off of drugs and manages money and all his finances and everything properly, I can't sit here and act like Kodak Black career is over with. Kodak is always one hit away. Kodak is one dope album away. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do think Kodak Black, it's been a while since he gave us a really cohesive project that really made us fully buy into stories. I do think he puts out good music. It's just that Philly scatterbrain, and I feel like he's a little bit frustrated with music because he's hitting his head on the ceiling. He doesn't see where the growth could come in. He feels like other people, and this goes back to his beef for his conversations, or when people thought he was hating on 21 Savage. He feels that other people get the opportunity that he should get. He felt that he should have did a collab album with Drake before 21 because Drake was fucking with his shit before, and he felt this and third and this and third. I get all that, but at the end of the day, nothing's promised and nothing's owed to you in music. You got to go earn it. So, Kodak just got a lot back in. To me, the difference between a Kodak Black and an NBA Youngboy is that even though Youngboy be sometimes strung out, not no more, Youngboy was always focused on the image, the music, and even if some of the music was miss instead of hits, the fans were still buying into the entire movement. The thing with Kodak, people are starting to stop looking at him like a street nigga and start looking at him like a crack addict. I don't know if he does crack, but when people start looking at you like you're a patient that needs rehab instead of the person who is a project baby who's a street nigga that's standing on business, that's gonna affect. Most of these rappers, I always say Meek Mill's career got killed by his public image. When people stop looking at you as what you're been promoting and selling, and now they look at you as the Twitter guy, it hurts you. When people start looking at you as the drug addict, it hurts you. And if Kodak could try to course correct, I think his shit could be back on the up and up, but I don't know if he will. I think Kodak realizes that no matter what, he could show up to Rolling Loud 30 minutes late. He could just not even perform the song, hold the mic out there, just dance a little bit. Go yak, go yak. He does his thing, and $150,000 still cashes in his bank account. He got all the cars. He got whatever he wanted in life. And sometimes accomplishing a lot too quick starves you of that drive you need to keep focused. And I don't know, maybe that's what it is, or maybe it's drugs. Let me not try to take that out of the mix. But again, I do care about Kodak, and I do want him to be the very best version of himself. I've compared his poetic style and some of the words and some of the stories he would tell to somebody that is as great as Tupac Shakur. So yeah, I don't want him to be the crack fiend, famous next type nigga. With all due respect to famous next. So hopefully course corrects. But Jackboy, if you want to do anything for Kodak, get him to rehab, but get him to get a CDL. I don't know. A CDL probably can help you. It can't help Kodak. Kodak don't look like he could drive a motherfucking thing but a boat. Okay, and he's not broke. He won't be. Anyway. Okay.
I like how Act kept it real. And even if you don't like Kodak Black, even though you goofy and immature and you just, you always troll people's, downturns, or, they're not where they're supposed to be. Whatever the person's going through, I know a lot of y'all just like, it's all fun and games, right? Even though you hurting yourself, you can't pay your bills, you got baby mama drama, you got issues with your folks and all that. It's probably therapeutic for you to kind of like wish on somebody's downfall or laugh at somebody's downfall.
I would never respect that man because he blackball you. Nah, y'all gotta show him. Y'all gotta still show him a little love and support. When bad karma be fucking with a nigga, he try to blackball me. Now you smoking crack. One thing about the voodoo lady, I ain't even gonna play like that. I ain't even gonna play like that. Bitch, say one thing about the voodoo lady. Oh shit! One thing about that.
Or perceived downfall, because let's get this straight. I'm pretty sure Yak is still getting ends. So the downfall is more, personal than financial. But leave it to Jackboy. Jackboy over here is acting like Kodak Black, is a nobody. But this is the question that I have. Jack, not long ago you were saying Kodak Black was playing gatekeeper and he's the reason of your downfall. Forget the fact that I'm sure it's come across the perception, at least to all of us, that you basically crossed Kodak Black, right?
When bro come home, I got an M for him. When bro come home, just flagging, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make that shit sound good so niggas will fuck with him, so niggas will think he keeping it real. Oh yeah, I got an M for him. I got an M for him when he come home. Soon, boom, I came home early. Soon niggas like, oh yeah, bro about to come home. All of a sudden, niggas just get ghosts. Nigga move. You know what I'm saying? Nigga move. Nigga just go again strange.
I never do anything to harm you, little soldier. I'm responsible for you. Before I do anything to harm you, I give you the knife to stab me in my back again. Cause I love you, little nigga. I never do anything to harm you, bro.
Whether this is right or wrong, that's the perception. You did your day one wrong. The guy that put you on, because let's keep it real, the nation wouldn't know who you are without Kodak Black. And to those of you that will say, nah, Jackboy was doing his thing in Broward County. Let me stop y'all right there. I'm from Broward County, where Kodak is from. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, man. Florida in general, Kodak Black did a lot of things a lot of the OGs wasn't doing. And I'm gonna keep it real. He gave more motion to the state. A lot of rappers came out of Florida, Broward County specifically, because a lot of Dade folks really wasn't rocking with Broward County. Kodak made it a way where you couldn't ignore Broward County, that everybody was rocking with us. Even Dade, and Dade and Broward has this, y'all probably don't know about the personal affairs with my state, but Dade and Broward County, they're right next door to one another, and they have this like rivalry. It can get real ugly, a bad history, but for the most part, everybody's kind of just rocking with one another music wise because of Kodak. Say what you want about him, he put Jackboy on. Yes, Jackboy is the proverbial, you give me an alley-oop, but I'm gonna make it in the basket, right? Meaning, yeah, Kodak put Jackboy on, but I seen Jackboy doing the work. It still don't take away the fact that your motion was what it was because of Kodak Black.
Man, Yak, I think that's how me and Yak got closer. Yak never used to like me. When I first got around GA, Yak ain't used to like me. Jit been had hate and energy, bro. I swear to God. Ask everybody around that way. Me and him ain't get along as Jit. That's why it was kind of confusing when I got locked up. He was super, and then Jackboy, but it's like, I peep what it is now. Same shit you did with Cool. You trying to, this Jit crashed on me to the streets, and I want to be a rapper and add on to my credibility, so I'm going to just scream his name. But that shit wasn't genuine. You wasn't really fucking with it. You didn't really want to see it win, but a nigga thinking like, damn, maybe that shit as Jits wasn't about nothing.
Let's address another thing, because I ain't trying to go too long on this. You're kind of like trolling CDL drivers, bro. You're telling Kodak, your money dropped. You should go ahead and put in a CDL, license, go for that, and go on the road, making all type of jokes about his alleged drug use. But let me tell you something, this is not even about none of you rappers, because end of the day, Kodak's in the industry, and Jackboy, you was trying to really get in the industry. You had a little wave, but it wasn't what it was supposed to be. So let's get back on this. What's your thing going at CDL drivers? You think you're being funny, but this hurts your image even more, because your average Joes out there that probably still giving you an olive branch to not get in your personal beef with Kodak and focus on you and your music, well, they're looking at you like you a sucker. Why you gotta bring CDL drivers into it? I got profound respect for CDL drivers. Two of my brothers are CDL drivers. A lot of my partners are CDL drivers. A lot of OGs that put me on are CDL drivers. I've never done it, and only because I don't know how I could do that. I admire CDL drivers. Their long working schedules, the many loads they have to take all across the country, the sacrifices they have to make by being away from family, their women, children, and in a lot of cases, their women are cheating on them. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm just saying they're dealing with a lot, but they're still on that road trucking sticking to their priorities. So I was really offended by that. I don't know if y'all is. Let me know in the comment section. But Jackboy really looking like a goofy, man. You say that you stepped back from music because everybody wasn't fucking with you no more. You're not gonna talk about the part where, like, even if you felt Kodak came at you a certain way, nigga, the way you came at him motivated Kodak to have one of his greatest hits, numbers wise at least. Gremlin, that was about you, ninja. Whether the scenario that Kodak was hitting on was correct or not, that's the perception. You say you stepped out of the game and you went into other arenas to make income. Nigga, talk about that. Promote your restaurant. You over here laughing at them at a supposed now op that used to be your day one. And here's the thing, whether it's a Mellow Racks or anybody from Sniper Gang, Camp, anybody that was with Kodak, including you, Jackboy, if Kodak was always this like crackhead, leave it to y'all, and all of this and that, y'all ever get tired of hearing a nigga bring up everything negative about you, but you was around me? Let that hit, bro. Let that hit. You was around me though. What that make you? That says a lot to your character, and shout out to AK for pointing that out. If I don't have it in the clip that I dropped earlier of AK speaking on this, I have a link so y'all could check out the entire video. I'm telling you, y'all should check out AK's entire video, because one thing you can say about him, whether you don't rock with AK or not, AK, man, is very credible. And I think he's intelligent, and he had a very mature response. But some of y'all gonna be with the goofy shit. Everything's fun and jokes, pretending you ain't got friends or family that probably going through whatever Kodak is allegedly going through. I know I do. I ain't gonna put no names out, but that's the hardest thing in the world. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I got a cousin, man. He's out here, you know, he on them beans, man. He out of here. He wigging hard as fuck. And it's the hardest thing in the world, because I love the man. I remember there was a time I used to have tears in my eyes driving down the road and I'm seeing him on the side of the street. And don't get it twisted, I spent a long time trying to help him. But you know, when a nigga don't want help, what can you do? Personally, there's some people that I really love who's out here and down bad on them drugs, bro. I low-key wish y'all was dead. And I know that sounds harsh, but at least there'll be peace. Knowing you a zombie out here is the most hurtful thing, bro. I don't want to see you like that. If I love you, I don't even laugh at randoms that I don't know who's on drugs. I think it's the lamest thing in the world. If it is true, Yak is on drugs and you laughing at him, I need you to look at your circle, your inner circle, and the same people that's probably going through the same things, you laughing at them. You got to look in that mirror. But Jackboy, man, you get an L today, bro. Especially me being from down here in Broward. I'm not going in y'all personal beef, but when y'all bring it out here on Front Street, Jack, you ain't doing yourself no favor. So I hope you do have that restaurant. I hope you do have other avenues of income, because I personally think, if I was a betting man, this turned off a lot of fans from you. Because whether Yak is on them drugs or not, a lot of people still like him. He's pure nostalgia for a lot of us. When you listen to his music, it's pure nostalgia. So a lot of people still feel connected to Kodak, irregardless of what he's going through. So when you're trolling his supposed downfall musically or mentally, whatever, you just making yourself look bad. You know what they used to say, and it's a cliche, but silence is golden. So imagine if you was really on more of that. People wouldn't be so much on you and Kodak's narrative of falling apart from one another, the beefs and all that. They'll just focus on your music. But it seems to be that the relevance has to have Kodak's name attached. And the irony is, no matter what you do, and I hate to say this, Jack, you will always be attached to Kodak. People will always look at you like the nigga that Kodak put on. Just remember that.
I know you probably hate everybody always asking you about Kodak Black, but it's hard not to. You know, I did a sit-down interview with Kodak Black that didn't come out, but I was in Florida and did it. And he always, I feel like quite frequently will say that he wants y'all to be on good terms at some point, you know, and he even said it then. But how do you feel at this point now?
He's straight.
No, you don't think it? Because y'all really was so tight though. Like, and I know it's hard because people do affiliate with you guys with each other. It's hard, you know, popping will be too out. It's like, it's not like there's a ton of people.
Yeah, he good.
He's good. You're like, no, I don't want to talk about him at all.
I good.
I know you probably hate everybody always asking you.
But this was gravitating away. I'm sorry if I took too long, but this was kind of personal for me for other reasons other than music. It's just I'm bothered by people coming at the average working man. You know, shout out to all my CDL drivers. I know the hard work y'all do. It ain't easy, and y'all getting them dollars. First of all, let's get that straight. They making money. Also, shout out to all the family members and folks out there that got loved ones and close ones who's going through some type of drug issue, and it hurts y'all because no matter what y'all do, y'all can't get them out of that hole. So I don't laugh at shit like this, and I think people that do, you lame as fuck. That was my conclusion. Shout out to y'all if you rock with me to the end of the video. You a real one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, but definitely let me meet you in the comment section, because this was something that it wasn't for clickbait or none of that. I really want to know what y'all think about this. Those of y'all that are mature and grown, man, whether you young, you can be grown too, but let me meet you in the comment section. I'm out.
Yep. What's your favorite fast food?
Jack in a Box.
Hell yeah. What's your go-to from there?
Just Jack in a Box.
Oh shit.
Jack in